one. Sheds hit the fan, we're overrun. Sending boys in the trucks with the 50 cals. Tell every swinging dick bring extra rounds. Hang in now, boys, we're on our way. Don't send them all to heaven before we get a taste. Whoa, cry havoc, let's slip the doors away. What you gonna do?
And happy Sunday to you folks. Welcome back. We are live on the Double S podcast here on the Heroes Media Group, a network. How the heck is everybody doing? Man, springtime is underway. Weather is phenomenal. Right now, my podcast studio here is hot. We haven't kicked over to the air conditioner or anything just yet, so if I've got a noise in the background, which the mic should cut it out pretty well, but that's the fan I have going here just to keep me from sweating like Mike Tyson in a spelling bee while we're on live here. Hey, man, missed you guys. We're here live. This is going to be a smorgasbord kind of show tonight. We're going to be all over the place. We're going to be talking all kinds of things. No interview per se tonight on one specific topic. We have opened this up to our team and to folks around us here that we've invited to come join in and talk about the topics. So we'll have plenty of people stopping by here over the course of the next hour plus. And so yeah, we'll get going with that tonight. And hang on, it's gonna be good stuff. We're gonna pull on some heartstrings. We're gonna talk about some tough topics. We're gonna talk fishing too. We're gonna keep it light in other areas, and hopefully, if I do my job. We always ended on that positive tip, right? Lord knows there's plenty of stuff out there, folks, to keep us separated. You know, and it seems to be coming from all angles. You know, I mean, around every corner, there's a reason why we should be upset with this or be that or claim this or claim that. My team better than your team and this guy better than this. I hate this guy. No this, no that. Dude, I got to tell you, I got fatigue from that stuff. It's just, I'm so done with it. Yeah, there's a-holes out there. Yes, there's situations that we don't like. But I'm telling you, man, if you take this from an older guy, all right? Take this from a guy that's hit that half-century mark and then some. If you spend your whole time just pouring out negative and pouring out horseshit, that's all that's going to come back to you. And folks, young and old, we don't have that much time, and tomorrow is not guaranteed. You know, I know some of my very good friends out there feel this inside that, man, if you don't stand for something, then what good do you really do? Now, I'm not saying don't stand for something, but what I am saying is make sure that, you know, just because you stand for it doesn't mean you got to pour out garbage everywhere. You can have your own opinions, protect your own, do what you got to do, be involved where you need to be involved, but keep understanding that tomorrow's not guaranteed, man. And we need to remember that. Find good people and surround yourself with them, dude. That's at the heart of it. Find good people that put out that good energy, man, and you surround yourself with that. Watch what happens. One last thing before I pay the bills here. I was asked why all of a sudden a lot of my social media content is pushing heavy on the faith side of things. And here's why. I'll tell you. It means a lot to me. I believe I have found and been brought back to something that, quite frankly, has been missing from my life for quite a while. And if people are going to sit there death scrolling around on their phone and they come across my stuff, I hope that maybe one of my posts might kick something off inside their head and make them, you know, stop for a second and find something positive from it. That's really what I'm hoping, man. and I know it's unpopular, and I know it drops views. We throw fishing stuff up, we throw this a reel up or this or that. We're going 800, 1,000 views. We put something faith driven, all of a sudden it's like 200 views or whatever. I get it, and that's okay. No worries there. We're not in this for the views. We're in this for the right reasons, man. So that's why we'll keep the fishing, we'll keep the funny coming. That's all part of it, but. Yeah, we also need to remember that let's do some fun stuff. Let's do some positive stuff out there. Find ways to impact that. We all know the mental health situation that's taken place in this country, especially for those that we serve, which is in the veteran and first responder community. We know it's an issue. So let's start doing something actively, putting our boots on the ground, and not just raising awareness, but actually doing something to fix it. So there it is. All right. What do we got here? We got a comment already firing off. Bam, my brother Jay. Good to see you. Speaking of surrounding myself with good people, you'll be hard-pressed to find one better than that man right there and his beautiful family. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. One of these days we're going to get you on here. He actually does have a face for TV, unlike the rest of us here that have a face for radio. He's well-spoken. I mean, he makes you sick. He's working out. He's funny. Yeah, he's completely socially unacceptable in most cases when you're first introducing to people. But other than that, no. Seriously, love you, Jay. Appreciate you tuning in, brother. Good stuff. All right, let's pay the bills. Every episode of the Double S Podcast brought to you by the Romans Warrior Foundation. Go check them out, dude. RomansWarriorFoundation.org. See all the awesome stuff that is going on out there right now. There is a lot of maneuvering that's taking place right now. You're going to be seeing some cool new chapters being unfolded right now in the RWF family. Stay tuned with that. Watch over the next few months here. You're going to see cool stuff going there. Hashtag helping is healing. That's a big one, man. That is the motto that Brian has taught me from day one. We carry it forward in everything we do. That is a major one. One I don't have up here just yet, the Combat Recovery Foundation. I'm going to give you a little hint. One of the topics we're going to talk about tonight. Get used to this name, folks. Combat Recovery Foundation. Go there, .org. Go check them out. You'll understand why as these next few months click off. Romans Warrior Foundation, Combat Recovery Foundation. These are major players out there that are doing some amazing work for our brothers and sisters. Check out these organizations. If you have a way to support, please do that. Of course, our little organization, the True Patriot Outfitters, getting butts in kayaks, getting out there, removing isolation, restoring community, and restoring mission and purpose. None of it's possible without, my God, that text is huge. Where did that come from? I think Adam Bird is behind that. The Heroes Media Group. Go check them out. Their network is what gives us the platform to do this out here. And that text is ridiculous. Adam, are you behind this? Everybody else, look at mine. My tiny little deal there. And then bam, Heroes Media Group. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, I love Adam. Check out the Heroes Media Group. Check out all the podcasts, Homefront Sit Rep, Tip of the Spear, We the People, Patriot Project. We got you 6 at 6. All of them out there. There's so many. I can't even begin to name them all. Go check out the website. Look under podcast and look at this. Something on almost every night and something for everybody. If you're looking for good podcast content, that's hosted and done by people that you would love and respect, go check them out there. Doing some amazing things. Of course, HMG Beverage. That one's also huge. I believe Adam Bird is behind this. I'm going to claim it from here on out. So when he sees this, Adam, I don't know what you're doing to the font on those two, but I love it. And that was a good one. Well done. All right. Bills are paid. We got all this stuff in. So we're going to talk some fishing. Where's my pen? There it is. We're going to talk future. We're going to talk some other things that are going on out there. But to do that, I've got a couple guests sitting in the background now. So let's go ahead and bring them in because we got an event coming up down in New Mexico. It's the next competitive event that's about to go. The New Mexico Kayak Bassmasters. And we've got a couple of those heavy hitters coming in here that they're going to join us and talk with us. First in, let's bring former tournament director, the guy that's no stranger to the obviously national scene as well, and my personal friend, Mr. Matt Ramey. What's up, brother Matt? How you doing?
Good, Hammer. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, you know, I hammer, but it's mainly just like vitamins these days. That's what I hammer, really.
Yeah, mine's Modelo, so I understand that.
We have also joining us here for the first time on the show, former law enforcement first responder and new friend of the TPO. We're going to bring her in. Met her down at Conscious down here. She is just as socially unacceptable as the rest of us, which I love. We're going to bring in Miss Corey. Corey, what is happening? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
It looks like you're hanging out at Elephant Butte.
Well, I live at Elephant Butte, so I'm in my backyard.
Dog. I
right.
like it. I like it. So we're talking.
Hi, Corey.
Hi, Matt.
That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, we're talking. Let's go ahead and get into it. And we got Anthony. It's going to join us in a little bit. He's got some family stuff to square away. So we'll come back around to Carlsbad and we'll talk more of that a little bit later. Why not? It's the next event coming up, right? So we'll bounce all over the place here. Carlsbad. This is your neck of the woods, Matt. We're coming to your area.
I'm honored. I'm glad to have everybody down. It's going to be a great time.
He's gonna whip our ass. That's what he's gonna
I
do.
will not. That is not the case. I'll tell you everything wholehearted and honestly. It's going to be who gets the big bite. That is the key.
You know, and sometimes this is the funny thing with fishing that people don't realize sometimes. Sometimes home water can actually be a detriment to you.
Yeah, it was today here at Elephant Butte. Just absolutely horrid. Horrid. Your favorite lake, Matt?
Oh, I love that sandbox. I could
Yeah.
just live there.
Yeah, it treated me like a tourist today. Let me tell you.
That's okay. Me and Jeff went out to Avalon today, and we didn't have the big ones. We had a good day, a lot of white bass and stuff, so it was okay. I mean, we weren't necessarily scouting for the tournament coming up, but we were just having a good day. Just get out since it was a beautiful, beautiful Sunday.
Right? That it
Good
was.
stuff. Good stuff. Well, how hot did it get down there for you guys? And start with Elephant Butte, and then we'll go south.
85.
85. What was Carlsbad like?
I think we were around 90 today.
Cool.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. That cold front kept us pretty cooled off.
I'm not even sure what we hit up here, but it was pretty darn warm, and I know it's pretty damn warm in this room right now. I'm over here stewing it up, buddy. I'll tell you, I got 3 fans going all the way around me here, trying to cool things down. We're too miser. We're not ready to turn the AC on just yet. You know, it's like, no, not going to rack that bill up. So yeah, talking home field. Sometimes, you know, what I have found with waters. Now, mind you, this was many a year ago when I lived in a place that actually had water. But what I found was places that I was real comfortable on, a lot of times you get too comfortable and you maybe forego paying attention to the signs that are in front of you, so to speak. Like what are the fish telling you? You find yourself trying to tell the fish where they should be, and that never works out for anglers, ever. Is that what you think you ran into today, Corey?
Oh, God. I went everywhere. I went, so McCrae Canyon here is usually a good canyon to go up into. That's actually, they usually block it off for spawning season. And, you know, right now it's going pretty far up there. And it's got some pretty nice long coves. Not a bite.
Wow.
I mean, I even threw a jerk bait, which I don't even like jerk baits. And just nothing.
Now, are
nothing.
you running live scope at all, Corey?
No,
Okay.
I have side scan down and sonar. Yeah.
Were you seeing any bait anywhere running around? Were you noticing
Oh,
where the
yeah.
bait was at just yet?
Oh yeah. Huge bait balls everywhere.
Were they in the back yet, or are they still kind of sitting up by the main points? Or
Sitting way out in the deep ends.
yeah,
Yeah, way out in the deep. And the landscape is totally different, you know, from last year at the end of the year because the water was so low. So the water come up and now it's like you go across somewhere and you got to be careful because you might hit a rock.
Yeah. And we're talking
Yeah.
Elephant Butte right now, folks, to make sure. Let's talk Carlsbad as well. Let's look down there now. This is the Carlsbad Roadrunner, which means we have multiple bodies of water in play here. We got a couple lakes and then a river system. Is that right, Matt?
Yeah, so we got Brantley on the very northern end. That's our north boundary cutoff. And I have an interactive map. I'm going to put some stuff a little bit further south, but I mean, to be completely honest with everybody, the further south you go, the smaller the fish get typically. So we're going to avoid that, right? Want to make it an even playing field. Lake Avalon is in there. It's primarily a river system. More of the water is in that river part of that lake, right? It feeds into basically Carlsbad area. That's where we were at today. Was Avalon. A lot of flipping, a lot of reeds, some rock mixed in there. So you kind of got to be prepared to have both sides of your arsenal pretty dialed. Big or heavy cover to light, finessey kind of cover in between those phases. So it's not. I know. Me and Eugene, we talked a little bit through text. Since we're heavy in irrigation, Avalon a week ago was almost ready for beds. Now we are back to pre-spawn. Brantley released the irrigation water,
Ooh.
dropped the lake 10 degrees. So we're not on fire there. So we're back in that pre-spawn phase, middle of town in Carlsbad. They're on beds everywhere. You got all three phases. You got pre, during, and post in town.
Love it. Couple
And then-
weeks. Yeah, a couple weeks when we get there, it should still be kind of that same game, right? You might be finding, still areas that are playing all over the place.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, we've been had this cold front cooled us off a lot, so I'm hoping we can kind of stretch and move, and then south of that, we're gonna have fish on beds. It's just a lot deeper water in that river system, so 6 Mile, what I call rat hole and things like that. So yeah, we have every phase of the system in right now in play. It's really gonna be a fun day. I mean, you can come prepared for flipping 65-pound braid or throwing a 12-pound, shaky head or Ned rig. You can do both. So it's been good.
Folks, bringing to the show my brother from all kinds of other mothers, Mr. Brian Romans. How are you, my friend? I missed you, buddy. I love you. You look
Awesome.
you
It's
look a
awesome.
little tired.
Dude, my body shut itself down this morning for like 4.5 hours. I don't know what happened. It
Yeah?
was crazy. Yeah, Logan woke me up and I was all like contorted and discombobulated laying on the couch. It's like, what the hell did you do to me, kid?
Did someone slip you a Mickey, buddy, or
No, it's
anybody by the name of Cosby swing by, or
no. Bill's not allowed on the property. Protocol. But no, it's 2 days of back-to-back structure fires, man. Unfortunately, we had a church catch fire this morning at 1 o'clock, and we didn't secure the scene until about 7:30, 7:45.
oh my gosh, that's horrible.
I hate fires.
Oh, we do too. I mean, nobody loves fire. I mean, I'm not
I hate fires.
a fire or a campfire, but
I've had 2 house fires. Lost everything both times. I hate fires.
Damn. For those of you joining late, have been living underneath a rock that don't follow the Double S podcast that much, Mr. Brian Romans, the founder of the Romans Warrior Foundation, my absolute mentor, and
my pageant wave.
that's right, it's outstanding. And also Fire Chief of the Year
That's right. Yeah.
down in
Thank you.
Bama, baby, 2025. Congratulations, man! What a great award.
Yeah. I like. It's like I always tell you, Gene. Right? If it's something that's done right, it's all for the people. It's all for my responders, all my firefighters, and I accept that award on their behalf. There's nothing that I do that's any special or any different than anybody else would do in a leadership position. I am successful because of the team that's built underneath me, and I appreciate their entrusting me with their lives, their training, and allow me to do what I do.
Dude, and that is, once again, that's the United States Marine Corps pedigree underneath you. Uh-oh, where'd Matt go? Matt got disconnected. I think his kids might
Matt
have
said, "Brian's on.
conflicted.
I'm out."
Exactly. Matt's like, deuces, Marines in the house. We're out of here. No, man, that's part of that service piece, right? That's part of the and you've taught me that. I've always known it in leadership roles, as I've been no stranger to leadership, but you have exemplified it and made me live by that as a burning sword on my hip here, is that surround yourself with good people, dude, and that's we serve others. That is our purpose here, and let things unfold the way they should, unfold. Then, as long as we got
Bro,
that
I'm
focus.
already giving you a raise. You don't have to keep slurring the spot and slobbing the stuff. I mean, I'm already giving you a raise.
I would never slob the stuff on air. I'll tell you that right now, sir.
Hey, so instead of OnlyFans, you call it fishing fans?
Let's see, Matt.
Only fishing fans, yeah.
Matt, okay, so here, Matt did have to take off. He's got family there. He's got stuff he's got to get done, so he had to get going. And when Anthony joins us here in probably about 10, 15 minutes, Anthony will be joining up. We'll jump back over to Carlsbad, and we'll start talking more about that, about the event that's coming up there. So we got some other stuff. So now, I'm sorry, what were you saying, Brian? What? You had me distracted on slob and stuff.
I phased you out while you were saying something.
We're
The knob.
What are you doing, Corey? This is
I
a family-friendly show.
was gonna say your hand was doing this.
PG, come on.
I've got it. I'm entertaining a dog too.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
what
my
I was
pit
saying.
bull right here, and she's still a puppy, so she's biting and
She's
playing.
got to be part of
Hey.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, Corey, thanks for the excuse. Hey, Gene, I got a dog out here.
I got a dog. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?
Oh my God, we're gonna get canceled. Oh, but that's all right.
We go off the rails.
Look.
What the hell, man?
That's right. Love it.
Look, here she is. Look, here she is.
Oh,
see,
she's a
that's it.
cutie, and she's all teeth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, sit down.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So yeah, man. Let's see here. Where are we going to go next here? We're going to talk PBKS. We'll get into that fishing tournament. Here's one thing. It's a little bit somber note, but I want to go ahead and bring this up here. It's absolutely worth many years ago. Let me bring this up here. I had the opportunity. I believe I was at Okoboji, and I was coming up to a ramp. It was a practice day or whatever. I was coming up to a ramp, and another guy comes pedaling up in his kayak, and we start shooting the breeze, and I start yapping with this guy. And I quickly learned that who I'm speaking with is definitely one of the good human beings built out there. I would then go on for the next few years here of becoming very good friends with this man and understanding his impact, not just in kayak fishing, but on human beings in general. And that is Mr. Andy Moore. Andy and his family, unfortunately, have experienced just a horrible tragedy that, quite frankly, my brain won't even allow me to go to. There was a horrible car accident that took their daughter from them at 27. And there has been a fund that has been kicked up there to the kayak fishing community is getting behind. So I'm going to go ahead and share this real quick here. This here, let me see. Let me stop screen there. We're going to go ahead and share screen. There it is. We're going to share this here. This memorial fund for Hannah Marie Moore. Andy and his family. I can't even begin to state what these folks are going through. But I just, from all of us here at the Double S, from the TPO, and Brian, if you don't mind me saying, from the Romans Warrior Foundation, Andy, we love you and your family, man. You're in our prayers. This is a tough one, but I'm looking at that number right there, folks. I want you to pay real close attention to something here. Marty Hughes established this and put $1,000 goal. Look at that number that this community has gathered and contributed to already. Folks, this is the demonstration of what getting around somebody looks like when we pool together and we come together for someone and a family in need here. I guarantee you, people that that have supported Andy, that Andy has touched and has met over the years, and his family has met over the years, come from all walks of life, red and blue, all opinions, this and that. It doesn't matter. This type of support like this is what I'm talking about. This is what we need in our communities out here, is to get around these folks. But Andy, we love you, brother. Again, our prayers that you folks find your way through this and just keep the faith where you know it belongs and where you trust. And definitely the plan will unfold the way he has seen fit. All right. Those things are never easy. I'm telling you, dude, where'd Corey go? Now we lost Corey. What is it, do you think, Brian, that makes our minds do that? Like, I can't even go to that area in my mind, the thought of losing, a child. It's like my brain blocks it. It goes, nope, you're not going to go down that path and start thinking about that. What do you suppose that, brother? You've dealt with some stuff over time here. What is it about our brains that causes that?
It's just it's probably a twofold thing, right? Maybe it's a threefold rather. You don't want to face the harsh reality of one day it could happen to you, because we're so programmed in, it's never going to happen to me. It's not going to happen to people I love.
Yeah. The
second part is it's a child. No parent in my mind should ever be burying their child through
Amen.
the whole circle of life. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's by God's design. And it should never be that fashion. So we don't want to go down that path. And the third thing is fear of bounce back. How do you come back from such a tragic loss? How do you pick yourself up, let alone this poor girl's dad got the weight of the world on his shoulders as it is, and now he's probably having to shield his own emotions to be able to lift the rest of the family up and keep them propped up while he's battling those heartbreaking demons and all emotions on his own, So I believe truly in my heart, Gene, it's a 3-part system, and we don't want to face that. That's something that we by design, we don't want to go down the road. So yeah, it's the switch. I call it flicking the switch. In this instance, he doesn't want to flick that switch because we don't want to experience any of that. We want to protect ourselves from it. And that's where, if, thank God, Mr. Moore's got all this love and compassion and iron sharpens iron around him and his family, because had he not had that support system, God only knows what devices may be pulled in his direction to cope.
Yeah. No, and Andy, that's the thing. And I don't know his family directly, but I can only assume, based on knowing Andy well enough, that he is such a grounded and well-sourced individual, that he has a strong family around him, that they're dealing with this, in the proper way. And I was, from horrible tragedy, we always try to look for the positive piece here, and just seeing the way the kayak fishing community has stepped up and supported one of the good guys. He's one of the good people out there that, quite frankly, this kind of support should be there. Right. So yeah, it's awesome to see, man. Corey, I don't know your law enforcement background, but I can only assume you've experienced and seen loss, to this degree. That's that is what we were just talking about. It was a hard thing. My brain won't even let me go there, right? To think about it. So it's, my heart's there, but it's like my brain says, nope, we're not even gonna even gonna try to feel. I have 2 kids and 2 other kids by marriage, so four kids total. And yeah, no, what we're supposed to be doing for them is leaving them with, hey, you get to fight over this and split this up. Good luck. It shouldn't be the other way, where we're, when the Lord calls their name, up, that's a hard thing to grasp a hold of, right?
Yeah, it is.
For sure. Yep. And that's one of the things that I also kind of, going back to the question that was posed to me in a direct message was, hey, love seeing it, but just kind of curious, why is so much of your content talking about faith these days? I've been noticing every 3-4 posts, you're posting about faith. I'm like, yeah, it's because it does mean something to me. And the people that we serve, there's a group out there of individuals that quite frankly don't feel like there's a future.
Yep.
We're trying to reach people that maybe can't see the light right now, and they think that what has happened or what is done is that's it, and there's no way around that. I'm telling you right now, I don't care what your belief structure is or how much of the Bible you believe, or if you believe this or believe that. I'm telling you this flat out as I stand here, live and breathe, as the sky is blue and water is wet. If you engage and turn your life over to Christ and engage in the faith and the teachings of Jesus, I promise you, tomorrow looks really, really good. Things start to lighten up, man. And when you know you've got a partner there and you've got a future, that's a big difference. Make no mistake, I am as inappropriate and as big of a sinner as you're going to find out there. And thank God my brain and thoughts and jokes can't be heard out loud. But it doesn't change the fact that of what I do believe in the teachings and follow this. And so, yeah, we're going to throw it out there, dude, because I want others to have that faith. I want others to be able to find that light and understand that, dude, tomorrow it's there. It's yours for the taking. Let's go get it. May not be easy. You know, and Brian, you said something early on about that. You said, hey, man, I applaud you for having the courage. And now I understand what you mean. Because, yeah, it does. Some people get a little awkward when you start talking about it. And it's like, hey, man, relax. I ain't Billy Graham over here, all right?
You know, I'm gonna call you out on something for a minute. You know, when we first started talking, you know, Shannon and I would mention this thing called divine intervention. And you're like, you know, I don't know if you remember that. And
I damn sure do. I live there.
As we started experiencing and showing you with proof and evidence that, you know, these things are actually taking place, and it's not by any of our doing, it's being laid at our feet and presented to us, you know, that, and I share this, and there's my biggest faith walk in true tell. If you are a doubter, you don't understand what faith is, or you think that it's all some ridicule and BS. I have a wife and child that are living today, not by any hand of anyone else, but by the miracle of God in Christ. I lived through what should have been a fatal motorcycle accident because of the hand of God. That's true, honest faith. That's my testimony. I raise my hand up, put my hand on the Bible. I don't give a darn what your opinions are, because I flew 60 feet through the daggum air, went down to trauma, and came out with no broken bones, no internal injuries, just a little scar on my arm and road rash. No broken bones after flying 60 feet through the air. Shannon bled out more blood than her body could hold, giving birth to our son. 12 units of blood. And she's still here. Logan, 2.5 months premature. You hear the horror stories of the 70s fit in the palm of your hand. His literal crib was a shoebox that I had to put tissue paper and socks in because it was too big for him.
Wow.
Okay. This is the truth. And he's thriving. He's one of the smartest kids I've ever met, 7 years old. You know, so if you have doubts about faith, you have doubts about your faith walker, you're afraid to open that book because, oh my God, I've sinned so much. You know, I'm never going to be forgiven. You already have been. You just don't realize it yet.
Yeah. There's something I want to add to this too, because I'll tell you, the old Gene, you know, would start going down that path. And when you're saying those things, it's like, well, look, this is, you know, these are all medically possible. Da, 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 da. They start to look at instances that you share with them, and they will try to logic their way that is not because of this. That is not evidence of da. Here's the message I want to give to the old Gene in that response. Yeah, could be. Or could be the other one too. Could be what they just told you. Either way, you're talking is a leap of faith. And here's the kicker. Here's the factor that puts it into proof. If anybody has lived any amount of time, there are some things in this world that you encounter them and you know. You don't have a logical reason to explain something, but you know it. And would you like to know the very first one that sits around you every day of the week that has no logical meaning whatsoever? Point in fact, everything tells you it is a detriment to you on most cases. It's called love. For the love of Pete. Love. When you have it, you know it. It's not because part A fit in B and part this. That's not why love exists or how you know it's there. You know it. You feel it. It's at your core. And so that piece there, man, I'm telling you, it takes just as big a leap of faith to go any direction, because I said this the other day for those of my scientific friends out there that buy into the Big Bang. And hey, could be. That could be. I still don't think that what science is doing is disproving religion and belief in God and Christ. I believe the two are running side by side, and we're just learning more and more of the Creator on what what's unfolded. But here's the thing. Those people that say, no, the Bible can't be right because the Big Bang, science tells us this. I return to them, and I've asked this question time and time again, and without Google readily available to them, I say, okay, Big Bang, and exactly explain to me how a singularity works. And they will look at you, and they'll glass over.
Yeah.
Now, here's the funny thing. I don't know how the singularity fully works because I'm not a God-blessed quantum physics scientist. You're basing your belief on something without knowing the intricate details of how it works. Hey, goofball, that's called faith. Difference is I have faith in something that brings love, compassion, and creation to the world, not something that just looks cool on a computer simulation. I don't know, call me goofy. Any rate, cool, man. Love it. Yes. For those of you who maybe don't like the face stuff that I put on Facebook, too bad. I'm going to keep doing it because I know there are some people that do appreciate it, and I'm going to try to continue to reach those out there. Hey, let's talk future, man. I alluded to a couple things that we've got some stuff brewing. We're looking at things, through the RWF, through TPO. The future looks really cool. We're not going to get into details right now, but just trusting folks, at home that the brains are working here. While we got other stuff brewing and we're doing, the mission never stops, finding ways to serve others and continue to bring stuff out there. The Global War on Terror Wall of Remembrance is still available for booking. Especially start looking ahead on where you want to get this memorial into your neck of the woods. We need to figure out a place to come down to New Mexico, Brian. I'm telling you, Corey is sitting in a spot down there. Elephant Butte's kind of centerized down there. It is hot. But
no, it's not hot. It's not 110 degrees in the shade with 70 pounds of gear and freaking rifle.
I was going to say, you guys know hot.
Yeah, it's not hot. But I will tell you, it looks like Corey's at a softball game or a softball practice or something.
It's my backyard, bro.
Wow, yeah. The backyard looks like a damn rec center.
We got the man himself. Look at that lighting. Is that your house, Anthony?
No, no, I'm in Ruidoso.
I was going to say, bro, that tournament director life be living right down there. That's a view, brother.
It is a view out there.
Is that the penthouse suite in the mountain resort?
Right?
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Dude, are we interrupting like family time right now?
We just got done bowling. No, you're not interrupting. Short answer. No.
Good.
Matt's on his electronic devices. So we were touring New Mexico and this week for spring break. So he has earned his screen time.
Rock on, dude. Dude, that is gorgeous.
I want a spring break. God dang.
Right?
I miss spring break. Jeez.
Right? I'm with Corey on this. What the heck?
I want a spring break.
Hey, I know a guy that can help us travel, Corey.
Oh, yeah?
Let's go ahead and talk about it real quick, brother. You guys have really been kicking into overdrive. Semper Fi Travel, Mr.
Yeah,
Romans. Did you like that segue? Huh? Did you like that?
Ah,
I've been doing this a couple of years.
You rehearsed that today, I should tell.
Talk to us. What is Semper Fi Travel?
So look, we've been doing the Romans Warrior Foundation for over 10 years, believe it or not. And it's all truly been like we just talked about. It's been on a wing and a prayer and a faith, right? So as our teenagers start having more wants and more needs, as they get older to ready to get kicked out of the nest, you've told me this, Gene, in numerous times. you got to figure out a way to augment or supplement your income.
Yes,
And
sir.
we don't get paid for any of the nonprofit work we do. And trust me, my wife beats it in my head every day. Because we run, the Romans Warrior Foundation, the Global War on Terror. Gene's got the TPO out there, which is our arm of Warrior Field Ops. And then we've got our music label stuff up in Nashville with the fire departments. Well, none of those are paying gigs, so
No.
how do we supplement, offset our income so we can still take care of our bills and the kids? Well, Shannon and I, we started a travel company, Simplify Travel. And it's truly a no-brainer. And we're recruiting Gene. See, I'm going to hook him here. Recruiting Gene over because what we could actually do is take a stipend of the commissions that we receive and put them in a pot to help out TPO for veterans and first responders, or the Romans Warrior Foundation, or Gene comes onto the company. We can do both. And the great thing about it is, if I were to book travel for Gene or for you, Corey, you don't pay me. The vendor pays me. So I'm doing this for you for nothing. The vendor's got to pay me anyway. So a lot of people are like, oh, well, I can go on, for example, Carnival Cruise Line and book my own cruise. Yeah, you're right. You can. But if you get stuck down in Florida because of a hurricane and no way out, I'm going to call you and say, sorry, you should have went with me. I could have got you airfare, train, or a car.
Yeah.
So just different things like that, and we're here to help. It doesn't have to be a cruise. It can be domestic travel. It could be a hotel stay. It could be, you want to do an Airbnb like my man down there in New Mexico in the penthouse suite. It could be, Gene and his beautiful wife, Julia, just went overseas. It could be a European trip to the Netherlands. Actually, we're actually going to the Netherlands soon, Gene.
You are.
Yeah.
Nice.
We got a nice group trip being planned. And
Going,
then that's
going to
something that you guys can
Amsterdam,
utilize.
are you?
No, not the This ain't clear the red light.
You can always just come to New Mexico. It's legal everywhere. Yeah.
Whoa, Corey. PG, man. PG. Come on, girl. So
I got a dog over here.
The dog's gone. I kicked the dog out. I put her back inside.
Anthony, you got to watch earlier in the show.
we could actually you guys get a group together and you want to talk a business strategy for the PBKS, or I'm seeing the New Mexico Bank. You guys can do all this stuff on a group cruise. You get a tax write-off for it for your nonprofit. And on top of that, you're on a cruise.
Yeah.
It's a group. Have fun.
I don't do boats with hundreds of people and lots of germs. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do boats.
Do you drink?
Oh, yeah.
All right, then
I'm
you won't worry
drinking
about
now.
the
What are
germs.
you
Not
talking about?
not Corey.
You won't worry about the
Nah.
germs then after two.
Here's the kicker to this, folks. I want to sum this up. You literally don't pay anything more, and he's going to get you the best possible deal by using the horsepower of Simplify Travel. Negotiates and gets the good deal for you. Your price would be the same as if you did it by yourself. But the difference is, number one, you're taking care of some awesome people, and number two, you get some security behind the travel booking because you have a team working for you. It's literally one of the best win-win situations I've seen out there. It's like, wait a minute, so it doesn't cost me anything extra whatsoever, but yet you're going to help me with it? Shit. And you get paid to help me by them? Shit. I mean, that's win across the board, man. I love that.
Right?
So one of the best hidden secrets about going through a travel advisor, right, is, let's say I'm going to pick on Carnival because I've got 2 different bookings I've already got with them. So if you go and book through Carnival, you can get Carnival travel insurance. Well, that Carnival travel insurance is protecting your cruise. It's not protecting you to get to and from the port. It's not protecting your hotel stay before and after, your airfare or anything like that. Or let's say, for example, you go down to, God forbid, Jamaica, and you get taken or kidnapped or whatever because you're out there on a third world path trying to find some, discounted jewelry and some gorillas take you. If you book through an advisor,
that's gorilla, not gorilla. Big difference.
Look, man.
Big
difference. They made it, okay? They made it. So what we have the ability to do is offer you a complete travel insurance package to where that travel insurance company that we go through is vetted. And you guys remember the movie Extraction?
Yes.
So part of our crew or part of our travel insurance, that insurance company has an extraction team. So if you get hurt, you get taken, anything like that,
Whoa,
they
whoa,
will
whoa,
get
whoa.
in there, extract you, and bring you back home. That's what the travel insurance covers.
Wow.
You got
So,
you got a QR team on board? Is that what we're talking about
Yeah.
here? Hell yeah!
Yeah, we got a QRF, buddy. Essentially,
Fuck
can you fish from the
yeah.
cruise ship as long as you don't get caught?
That's my issue with cruising because
Right?
Well, it depends on what you're fishing for. Are you fishing for another beer? You fishing for a margarita?
fish.
You trying to fish for a bluefin marlin? I mean, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
All right,
Suckers
so-
gonna jump right in.
So I'm going to throw actually, I'm going to hold this one, Brian. You got to stay around because I'm going to share that image that you gave me here, but just in a second.
Yeah.
Let's go back over and let's start talking Carlsbad again. We're going to Carlsbad, baby. Anthony, brother, I mean, I'll just this picture. I want to screenshot this. I mean, this is like a profile picture, dude. You're glowing. You got pine trees behind you. This is some angelic stuff that you got
Yeah.
going on here, buddy.
I'm at a softball game, so
Right, Corey's at a
Hey,
softball
hey.
game.
drinking.
Yup. So Carlsbad is a Roadrunner event. We got multiple bodies of water in play. We had Matt on earlier.
Yep.
He kind of gave us a kind of a lay of the land, saying that he said this. Now I'm going to tell you, I love Matt. I've known Matt for a good minute, but he's also an angler, so I know that I stop at about 75% of what he says. The other 25 is bullshit.
Yeah.
So he said the further south you go, the smaller the fish get. So now in my head, I'm like, I'm going south because that's where they're at. What can you tell me your experience down there, Anthony? Is he leading us right here? Is he being square with us?
Matt Square. Matt will tell you where to go. He said he's going to tell everybody to go to Avalon.
Because Anthony's giving me Blair Witch vibes. That's Jay. Yep. Yeah. A little bit.
The screen go dark, then yeah, you can start worrying.
Exactly. You just got to start looking around like, what was that? So yeah, man. So he was saying Avalon, Brantley. There's something like nasty going on there, right? It's the
Something-
water's not.
No.
Been fishing tough.
No.
The times I've been in there.
No.
No.
Go ahead. Sorry, Anthony. It's my dog.
I was
Oh,
wondering
my
too,
dog.
Anthony. I'm like,
It's the dog.
what is he doing wrong?
I don't know.
I'm gonna-
But yeah, I think Avalon in the river system would be the best spots to go to.
Yeah.
Even in Carlsbad, that water's super clear. They're maintaining it really well. The city of Carlsbad's doing a really good job. And I could see last summer I was there, and one of the reasons I wanted to go to that Carlsbad area, one, Matt, he pulls out some big fish.
Yeah, he does.
Him and Jeff, I mean, they're pulling 18s, and they could almost have. I wouldn't be surprised if they get close to 100.
Yes.
I would not be surprised at all, especially at this time of the year. But I could see 80 inches swimming by me. Easy.
I've
80 inches.
never broken the Century Club mark. Have you, Anthony? Have you ever broke that?
I'm close. I think the closest I got was at your tournament.
Yeah.
At 82, I think I got 82.5 or something.
I think like 83 is the biggest. 82, 83 is what the biggest I've ever done on a single day bag. What about you, Corey?
Yeah. I think I've hit like 74. 74, I think, was my
Gotcha.
biggest bag.
But this is Highland Reservoir living, man. I mean, for those of you that are out in the Midwest or down south, shut up because this is what we deal with out here. We
what
have
we
to
do.
fight for every last freaking inch that we can get a hold of.
Oh,
We've got a couple guys
Talking
up.
about fishing, right?
Yes. Yes. Not dogs. Not dogs.
Not dogs. You
You
can't
know-
pet that dog.
Exactly.
Good home run, Speedy.
Now we've got a couple anglers up here that can pretty consistently bash that out of the water here. one of our probably most accomplished, just because of his body of work, what he's done. Chen Char up here. Chen's one of the best anglers that I think this state has produced in a long, long time. And we've got some really good anglers up here in Colorado. There's no doubt about it. In Colorado for sure, in our surrounding areas. Chen, I think, is one that kind of separates from the field, because that dude can go to a body of water that's been struggling and put up 93 inches all of a sudden. It's like, what in the hell were you doing, Chen? But he's dedicated to his craft. He works very, very hard. He's he's got a lot of good equipment, and he's learned how to use it, but above that, it's his work ethic and his commitment and love for fishing that separates him, I think, sometimes. And then every now and again, there's just those people that are just fish whisperers, man. Look at Jacob Wheeler he's making his bid for the Hall of Fame. People have already put him right behind KVD on the all-time tournament list, type thing. It's like every now and again you run across people like that.
Love that guy.
Yeah, he's crazy to watch. But at the end of the day, our Highland Reses, that's a deal. This Carlsbad area is really different for the Highland Red stuff, right?
It really is.
It's got a southern flair to it, which is where you could start finding those big uns.
I think so. And the way the weather's shaping up, if it can hold and keep warm, I think it's going to be a good weekend.
I do too. I'm excited, dude. It's 8.5, 9-hour run for me. I'm going to put in a day's worth of work to get down there. Easy drive. I-25 head south and then just keep going, until I damn near hit the Texas border, right?
Almost. If you go through El Paso, you will.
Yeah, exactly. So it's an easy run to get down there. Going to go right by, I think, Elephant Butte on the way by.
Are you wait? No.
Don't. You don't do that.
Yeah, you should take 285 south.
That's right. You jump to 285.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take a route in Vegas.
Vegas. So that Vegas is like the turning point for everything.
Yep, you're gonna turn it. I would look at the map.
I am right now, and yes,
take it at Santa Fe.
Yes, because at Vegas I'm going to take 84.
Yep.
Down to 40, and then into Santa Rosa, and then 84 south. Is that right? No, back it up.
No.
I got to come back across to get to Vaughn.
On, and then 285 south.
285 south. And Brian, this takes me through Roswell.
At Santa Fe, you're better off taking 285 right before Santa Fe, and then going down all the way to Vaughn and Roswell and that way.
Yep.
Roswell, Brian, I'm going there. I'm going to find out, buddy. I'll get you intel and I'll get it back.
I lived there for 5 years. It's not that great.
You know what is pretty wild is because after I spent some time with you folks down there, of course, I start poking around Realtor.com and just taking a look. What do we got? Everybody's trying to move out of Roswell. I'll tell you that right now. There are more homes for sale in that area.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, that tells me something right there.
So I was probation and parole officer in Roswell for 5 years. And they call it Crazy Town Roswell for a reason. There's a shooting, a stabbing, somebody's dead on a daily. There's so much cartel there and so many big gangs. The town itself is actually pretty nice. I mean, you got everything there, but it just depends on what part of the neighborhood you want to live in.
So I won't fuel up there. I'll just keep on going.
No, fuel up in Roswell. It's cheaper in Roswell than it is in Artesia or Carlsbad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just take on the stay on Main Street, 285 coming in, stay on Main Street, and there's Sam's Club right there on the north end of town. If you have a Sam's card, it's usually the cheapest. There's all soaps everywhere. So
I'll wear my chest pack going through there, my West Slope chest pack.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a great place for my phone, actually. So we're good. No worries. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, man, I'm excited. This is Carlsbad's coming up like 2 weeks here. We're going to be there.
Yes.
Not very long now. We're going to celebrate Easter. Any big Easter plans, Brian? You got doing a whole big family there, Brian, for Easter? No. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
They might go and have some ham and
Yeah.
open an Easter basket for the 7-year-old, but everybody else can go and hop off somewhere.
I'll come through, buddy. We'll do a little egg hunt together.
I'm having a hoppy Easter all on my own.
Oh, by my hoppy damn self. Corey, Easter plans? Anything?
No, my kids are grown and well, my sister is coming down from Santa Fe, but I'll spend a couple of days with her down at Caballo Lake. But other than that, nope.
You know the advantage of getting older for Easter time, though, is we can hide our own Easter eggs. If you do it the day before, you will forget, and then just go looking for them the next day. Anthony, how about you, man? Any got big family plans going for Easter?
Dude, that weekend, I'm going to meet up with Matt on Saturday. We're going to meet up with Mike with the Current Argus. He's going to be writing an article. We're going to take him out on the water. He's been helping out the club. He's been writing articles on our tournaments and events, and I think he's really helped us out.
Nice.
And get a bunch of people out, and I think that's why we had 31 show up to our first event. I think that was a big key. I think we had 5 from that southern New Mexico, Carlsbad, Artesia, Hagerman area
Good stuff.
show up to that event. And then, of course, since it's in that area, they're going to be there for the second event. And so we're going to meet up with him, get a game plan, and then Sunday meeting up with the family, going to have a meal together, break bread, and it's going to be a great time.
Love it. Love it. Got family coming over here, and happy to report, got a Marine that's going to be joining us here, my brother, our brother Adam. He's in the middle of tax season right now. He's working through this. A young man that's been out here. He's a combat vet, living out in Colorado. Not a lot of connection out here just yet, but we've I begged and pleaded and asked him to please come join me and my wife and her family here, our family, for Easter, and he accepted. So I'm super stoked, man. We're going to have this young man come join, and yeah, we'll go through and just and do a little reflection there and enjoy this holiday. And just
deal.
remember why this holiday is being celebrated. That's a big one. Good stuff. Dude, I'm not even I was going to actually go down through some of the news article out there, but I'm not even really going to do that because there's really nothing worth reporting, in all honesty. Other than this ridiculous shutdown that continues.
Oh my God.
Right? It's one's going to claim this, the other says this, blah blah blah. Here's one that I will throw out there. I'm curious. I didn't even look into the article in depth, but Marco Rubio says Iran war will wrap in weeks, not months. I certainly as hell hope so. And this is a tough one, right? I'm a civilian, so I'm just going to speak it from a civilian standpoint that happens to have a nonprofit. I work around nonprofits that are VSOs. And that is this. I have not found a single individual that I work with or talk with that is in support of boots on the ground whatsoever. And I share that same feeling. Do I understand why? Yeah, 47 years, 50 years in the making, this has been needed to get done. I just hope that it's not saber rattling and grandstanding, and I hope the job actually gets freaking done. And keep our men and women, out of that godforsaken sand. That's really where my heart lays at this point. We don't need to put boots on the ground there. We got enough technology capabilities, and you know what? Other people in that area can put their boots on the ground and go get the goddamn job done.
Never going to be done. It's never going to be done. It's a 100-year war. It's never going to be done. And we don't need to be involved in it at all.
Yeah, it's a rough deal there. I just, we're looking at now. Brian, Brian and Anthony, I know you guys could probably speak to this. You know, the part that frightened me is seeing that the Army was dispatched. And here's what I mean by that.
83rd.
When the Marine Corps is dispatched, that's a, hey, surgical strike, take this out, screw that up, blah, 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 and we go. But when we start talking about deploying Army, now we're talking about putting a flag somewhere. Now we're talking about setting up, forward operations or whatever. It seems like the Marines get called in to wipe out what's in front of us to pave a road for the materials to be able to come in, right? Is how we've done it in the past. So when I saw that we were, what was it, the 82nd or 82nd Airborne, something like that, that spooked me. I'm like, whoa. What the hell are you doing here? It's one thing to strike this, but now you're talking, that feels a whole very familiar that I don't want to see personally, but what?
Well, and there's no telling what else they've called in without us knowing. Yeah.
Right. I know it's a touchy situation, Brian,
Yeah.
but what's your short thought on the whole thing?
Well, I agree with you, and so far this administration has proven that in my opinion, they've proven that they're not going to sit down and talk for hours and weeks and months on end. They're going to go in there, give you an opportunity. If you don't seize the opportunity, they're going to make a choice for you. And by deploying the USS Tripoli over there with 2,800 Marines on board, ready for anything that may come in as a Marine Expeditionary Unit, you have 100% on point. When you absolutely positively need something destroyed overnight, that's what you're going to get.
Yep.
And I don't know about the 82nd Airborne going in for, planting a flag or so to speak, but they may be being sent in support of setting up logistical operations for the relief efforts that are going on with
true.
the damaged regions over there.
That's true.
That is one thing that the Army does do good for on boots on the ground during conflicts such as this.
Yeah. Anthony, what are your thoughts, man?
Man, if they do get boots on the ground, they need to have an exit strategy. That way it doesn't become, Corey was saying, 100 years, 20 years, 5 years, whatever. You got to have that exit plan. You got to have that strategic plan of get in, get out, and
clear, defined mission.
Yep.
What the hell are we there for?
What is our mission? Let's go execute and then get out.
Yep.
Do that. But again, I think that needs to be avoided at all costs.
I do too.
Right.
And I think there's enough players in that theater that could absolutely take that role. It doesn't need to be us. We've already given enough financial and Overwatch support to that let the other players in that neck of the woods who have a vested interest in that, we all know it, go do it.
Yeah. The biggest ones recently that you've seen step up to the plate is Saudi Arabia and UAE. United Arab Emirates, they have a similar mentality. Trump's all about America first, which is great. That's what everybody should be saying as a citizen of the United States, America first. UAE is the same way. The prince over there is not going to take any crap, and he's already stated that and started sending assets over there to protect and keep the strait open. Because that's the one thing that they need over there is to keep those straits open. Yeah. And when they strategically bombed both sides of that pipeline, so there's a pipeline that runs through Saudi Arabia to from the Red Sea to the other side. I forget the other side's name, but they started targeting that pipeline, and that's when UAE and Saudi Arabia was like, we're not playing this game. This is our threat as a secondary option in case something were to happen in the strait. Now we have pipeline. You try to take that out, we're not playing your game. And to that note, I've got to say this. The one thing I'm very upset with this administration on is his first 4 years, he said, we have all this oil in Texas. We have all this oil in Nebraska, Dakotas, South Dakota, and Alaska. Frack it. That's what he was saying.
Drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby, drill. So if we got all this oil, why the hell am I paying almost $6 a gallon for diesel?
Exactly.
Dog, I'll tell you this.
I don't need it imported. We got it.
And more people need to start being this critical in their thought, okay? We can't take an individual and put them at this high regard and not hold them accountable. I don't care what flag what color of state they come from. It doesn't matter. the bottom line is this. I'll tell you what the warning sign for me goes off is that when our president made the statement when asked about $4, $5 gas, his statement was, I think that's a small price to pay in order for us to get security in this area. My response to that is, you're not paying it, pal. We are. Once again, the people of this country are footing the bill for this work. Therefore, I don't trust what you're saying now. It's like the whole, and I know this is going to sound weird, but I'm going to draw the same correlation back to like Colorado. You can't get plastic bags at the grocery store.
Oh,
You know why I know that's a bullshit maneuver? Because the only people it affects is the consumer.
yeah.
Matter of fact, the grocery stores are making more money now because they don't have to, and now they'll charge you 10 cents a bag for even paper.
Yes.
The resolution was once again, it came back to us. Meanwhile, everything on the shelf is twice wrapped over in plastic.
Yep.
Nothing has changed anywhere else except for the consumer
Nothing.
paying the price.
Oh.
And sooner or later, man, we the people got to start going, hold the damn phone. Why is this always us that has to, hey, I don't know. Oh my goodness, I get riled up.
I'm
With that.
with you.
The egg thing. Hey, it sucks. Farmers are a place in my heart. Agricultural is the key to this country, right? But you know what? Any other business, when your supply chain has a blast, why is it that the consumer pays the price for the thing? Unfortunately, man, it's hard times. You got to make some adjustments on your end. And yeah, you're not going to make as much. But in turn, it was $9 eggs so that they could continue to make the same profit margins across the board. But it's our budget that gets smoked.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we got to share in this pain, Jack. Somewhere in there, you know what I mean? So, at any rate, so we go all over these. Let's talk PBKS coming up 2 months from now, after Carlsbad's done, and after we go to CKB Chatfield, we're going to be heading to Kansas. And we're going to Milford Lake. Now, why am I bringing this up so early? I'll tell you why. Number one, because the first event in New Mexico taught us everything. New Mexico set the bar high. Todd C. Raves, tournament director, Kansas. I'm calling you out, brother. This guy right here, Anthony, set the bar high. Let's see if we can match it. Let's match that same energy in Kansas. Let's get that club surrounding this because New Mexico showed out. That was an amazing event. I'm hoping Kansas does the same thing. Dude, we're right next to Fort Riley. For the love of Pete. Here's the funny thing. Heroes on the Water, who I am involved with and work with, I have to run to Des Moines, Iowa. I leave tomorrow. I have to pick up a trailer with kayaks and bring it back here and position it for our northern group that we're going to be starting. The state of Colorado, through my work with Paul and Joe and Justin Brickland. Justin runs our south. That's Colorado Springs and Pueblo VA work. I run the Denver Metro, and then now I'm going to be running the northern also that'll cover Loveland to Cheyenne, working directly with the VA, till I can find somebody to take that job up there for me, because that is a ton of work to try to manage out. But I got to run, and so on my way to Des Moines, I'm actually going to go via Milford Lake. I'm going to stop by there at Milford, scope it out, see if I can find a good camp spot for us, see what we can find, talk to the state parks there, talk to the Army Corps, see what we can work out, maybe stop by a resort or two and show some leg, bat some eyelashes, ask them to pet their dog, and see what we can do to get some relationships built there and be ready for this event over here in Milford. One cool thing we did announce, our work with the American Canoe Association has now led us to a grant that we picked up through ACA, and LL Bean has granted us money for our specifically designed for our Tier 2 programs, which means from this point forward, no vet or first responder will pay an entry fee on the PBKS because they are a division of our Tier 2. So we are going to cover their entry for every event all the way through the remainder of the season. And that money will directly be going to helping us put these PBKS events on as our Tier 2 groups as we bring in. So exciting times. We got a little bit of money there to help us get through. If gas prices come down, I'll sleep a little better. Right
Right.
now, that $4 and $5, a gallon is ouch. That stings.
Yeah.
But
It's
nevertheless, yeah, good times. Milford Lake's going to be awesome. I hear it's down right now. We've got a connection with the guy that runs the gun range at Fort Riley, so I'm going to try to get on the phone with him. We should have him there for this event, so it should be a good time. Plus, I think we're going to be pulling in people all the way from Minnesota for that event that have already said, "Yeah, dude, I'm coming." That's going to be a good time. So.
Wow.
When are your events?
May 30th is the next event that we have on the docket. That's May 30th is going to be at Milford. And then in June, I believe it's the 27th, we're going to be at Norton, Kansas. That will be our collaboration with CKB. We're going to try to collaborate in with them because that's only 4 hours from us, in the metro area. So we're going to collab with the CKB on Norton, Kansas. So it should be a good time. July, I got to be honest with you. We were looking at going to Nebraska, but bro, literally half of that state has been burnt.
Yeah.
I don't think it's right for us to go up there right now. Those folks in those communities got a lot they're working on. And I think that's about the last thing we need to be doing is putting our traffic up there, getting in the way of any type of work and rehab that they're doing to get things cleaned up. Next year, we'll go through Nebraska and see if we can bring some little economic boost to little communities and such. We'll have a chance there. But I think this year we're going to so we'll look at July and we'll see what's going on there. We might take a month off and then go to Mound City. And then, of course, come October, throwing this out to New Mexico, the second weekend in October. I'm wondering if that would work for folks. Check it out. Look at your schedule and see. I'll be posting it with Anthony, and then we'll throw it out there, because we want to go. We're thinking Ute Reservoir is what we were thinking, Anthony?
Yes, sir.
Originally, we were thinking the first weekend, but I just found out there is a schedule conflict there. But I'll be honest with you. If first week works better for the New Mexico group, then that's when I'm coming. I'm okay with adjusting my schedule over here. Here's the selfish reason. Colorado has their championship at Pueblo the first weekend of October. I totally spaced that. I didn't see that. It's their club championship, not their state, but their club.
Okay, not the state. I was going to
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
So I thought, that'd be kind of cool. And I'm going to be pushing it with the wife anyway. Yeah, I'm going to Pueblo this weekend, and next weekend I'll be in New Mexico again. But I am totally saying, I'll say this out loud. If the first weekend works better, that we can get more people to Ute Reservoir that first weekend, then that's when we're coming. I'm totally good with that. Tournament fishing is not my number one.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would make the decision what works best for you and then let everything fall where it falls.
Yeah.
Because we won't find out. I think we talked about it till earliest April 15th is when draw results come out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking October, so we'll see. Well, yeah, we'll revisit this thing April, May, June in the summer. We'll talk to folks. Dude, I love you guys down there. You guys are amazing, and we want to keep this relationship going.
Yep.
And that was such a good time.
Oh, it was a great time.
That was awesome.
And if we can get Brother Jay back down there again, just to go a little bit further over to Ute, bring the funny in there. This could be a ton of fun. Yeah. If you've never had a chance to hang out with Jay at camp, oh yeah, I mean, short of throwing peanuts on the ground and getting him to wind up a little deal here, Jay is our entertainment anywhere we go. What do we got here? We got hey, Chance Hubbard out there. What's up, Brother Chance? This was your guy you guys sent to the Nationals, right?
Yeah.
It was our state champ from 2025.
Yep.
Jay wants to know, what does that even mean? Like the circus monkey, Jay. That's all I was referencing. I wind up the box and you bang pans, and you're our entertainment, bro.
Trunk monkey.
I have the truck monkey. That's little Jay.
I saw that. Yeah,
that's little Jay. Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah. The reason Jay is his name, just the letter J, is because everybody on the damn TPO team has got a name. Yes, you are. There's no doubt about that. Especially first thing in the morning when you're meeting new people.
Exactly.
By the end of the day, you better look out.
No, so we've got who have we surrounded ourselves with? Jerome, Jay, Jason, two Jasons, Justin, Joe.
Yep.
I mean, these are people on board the team, right?
Sounds
then,
like Colorado, all right.
yeah, I mean that's all of us that we're doing here. And one of those Jasons is out in freaking Missouri. So yeah, dude, it's like okay, seems to be the thing, you know.
Yeah.
Brian, you know, he's a founder, so he kind of breaks the whole, you know, the thing up,
Breaks
but-
the mold.
right?
Brian's not a fisherman either. Brian's just an asshole.
We're going to get Brian fishing, though. We need to get Brian out here to one of these events. Kansas, dude, we're going to Mountain City. That could be a fun one. We could get you there. That's not that horrible of a drive, I don't think. Or better yet, let's find the money to fly you in.
Dude, I'm not afraid of driving.
I know you're not. Yeah. Or let's get you to New Mexico, bro. Like, come hang out for the final event of the year, bro.
We could fly him in like Johnny.
We can do that.
That's right.
I just need the schedule.
Let's talk, dude. I would love to get you here for that event. That would be amazing. We'll add an extra day to that just to be able to hang out down there for sure. All right, what do we have here? Oh, last thing I want to bring up. I know two last things. Let me see. We're going to add this. Bada bing. What are we looking at here, Brother Brian? Let me put this up.
This is actually an amazing opportunity, amazing event for the Global War on Terror Wall of Remembrance and our fellow veterans, especially those that ride bikes. So this is the 20th anniversary of the Lance Corporal Kyle Price Memorial Ride, and it is the last Kyle Price Memorial Ride. The family has gotten together and decided that on his 40th birthday this year, this will be the last memorial ride that they're going to be having in honor of their son, Kyle Price. So the amazing part about this is Shannon and I actually had a tie-in with the family. You're on your Facebook page there, Gene.
Oops. It jumped. Hang on a sec.
It did. It said no mo.
Bada bing. Okay, I got
Bada
it
bing.
back. And nope.
You're doing better than I ever would, so.
He is. He juggles a lot. And I mean that professionally.
And bada bing. There we go. I'm sorry, I'm petting my dog over here.
You're good. You're good.
You
Hit that
can't
home
have my
run.
excuse.
So Shannon and I actually didn't realize we had a tie to the family. The first year we ever did, when we started the foundation, we did those hikes for PTSD awareness, and we stopped in to the Martinsville, Indiana American Legion post, and the Kyle Price was doing a memorial ride. Well, they weren't doing a memorial ride for Kyle; they were doing a memorial ride for Linda Wall's late husband. And Linda Wall is the grandmother of Kyle Price, and she's a prominent member of the VFW out there in VFW American Legion out there in Indiana, Southern Indiana. So as they were coming in, we were actually getting ready to step off on our next leg of our hike, and we kind of just sat down and we talked and we shared a lot of things, and then we got to know Kyle's family more in depth, and lo and behold, we've been out to Southern Illinois several times, as you know, and it's just a really awesome thing to be a part of and to be asked to come out there and do for this family as they wrap up this amazing run of 20 years supporting and honoring their son. So if you're in the Southern Illinois area, as you can see on the flyer, come on out, see the wall, pay your respects, lift them up, honor Kyle, honor our fallen, and just come out there and see your memorial. This is your memorial, folks. It's not Gene's, it's not mine. It's your memorial. And when you go through the education piece, you'll be shocked at some of the things that for you younger kids, you may not have realized actually took place to cause the names to be put on the honor side. And for you adults around our age group, you'll be like, holy crap, I remember that. I remember exactly where I was at when that took place.
Yeah.
So there you have it. That's what that is. And that's actually the first event of the year for the
Need an
wall this year.
airport.
Ginger's right. Jason is right, man. We need.
Dude, I would love to get a C-17. Can you hook
right?
that up?
RWF C-17. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Helping is healing right across those wings, baby.
Dude, that's our goal. I want to fly into Alaska on a C-17.
Corey,
Oh.
please pardon my next statement. That just gave me a partial right there, thinking about helping is healing across the wings as we fly across. Hell yeah.
I told you won't hurt my feelings. I'll take a C-17 any day.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. You know, the first time we were on a C-17 going to Afghanistan, and the pilot, the crew come across and said, get in your landing positions. And we're like, okay, it's just a normal landing. Like, oh no, we have to do a combat landing. And we're all like, what the hell's a combat landing? And we're sitting there, and next thing you know, we're all like this. We found out what a combat landing was, you know.
Is that where they drop down? They drop quick and
they go
yes.
30,000 feet to on the tarmac in less than 13 and a half seconds.
Good God.
Yep.
Yep. In
Or
and
is it
out quick.
minutes? I think it might be minutes. I might be going crazy. It might be minutes. 13 and a half minutes from 30,000 down to on the tarmac.
I don't even, I think terminal velocity would even break 13 seconds there.
Yeah.
Thank God for roller coasters when I was younger. Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Right. Jason says he knows a pilot, so that's a good deal. All right.
Huh. Let's talk.
Now we just got to figure out an airplane. You know, what does it say when your wish list, the easy part's the pilot? Right?
Yeah.
It says we might be setting our goals right where we need to, baby.
Look, the VP is a corporal. I outranked him at one time. It'll be all right.
Love it. Love it. All right, one last thing that we're going to announce this, and we're going to give details at a later date here, and that is, let's remove that one, and now we got this. Here we go. Billy Ray Floyd, United States Marine Corps veteran. This is the father of our team member and our brother, Mr. Stoney Floyd. And he passed away last year, and Billy Ray Floyd, his impact with his family around is something that you're not going to find a national monument made for Billy Ray. That's not going to be the key of this. What this is going to understand real people, real impact, and that's what the PBKS in Milford Lake is going to be set up and dedicated to, is Billy Ray Floyd in his memorial. We're going to work out some details with Stoney on this. We're going to learn more about the story of just stories about Billy Ray and his service, his impact, things from Stoney and his family. Can't wait to learn more about him, and we're going to pay honor to him through this event that we have coming up. It's going to be exciting. I love the fact that we get to add a little extra to these events that are affecting local people from that area, from the Kansas Kansas City area and from Kansas as the state itself. So we'll have Stoney back on here. He's a busy dude. I'm actually going to stop and see him tomorrow evening. We're going to chat a little bit about because he's in the Kansas City area. So I'm going to stop there before Tuesday morning. I head up to Des Moines. And go get that trailer. So yeah, I'll get a chance to yap at him. We'll see if we can get some details put together on that. I think we kind of covered the whole line here. I did mention one thing that I can't get into details just yet, but the True Patriot Outfitters, my work has started with, let me stop sharing some of this stuff here. My work started with, from the very beginning, the Romans Warrior Foundation. That is where we entered in. My first year doing volunteer work was with an LLC. That was my company. I had a bass boat. We were doing, spending our time doing this stuff, but we still had bills to pay, man. We still had stuff we had to get done, right? And go through. So from the very beginning, Romans Warrior Foundation has been at the very heart of everything that we do. And over the years, I have just come to understand that will never change until that man up there tells me to go piss him a hat. And then I'll say, are you sure? And we'll go back and forth. So he can't get rid of me. I'm like, I am the herp for Brian. I'm here, buddy. I'm going to flare up around every corner. Yeah, that's how it's going to work.
Even hemorrhoids need some love, Gene.
Right? Oh my God, don't get me started on that with Bricklin and his stories at this last trip. We're not even going to get into that stuff. But yeah, so we're that's not going to change here, but there could be some changes coming down the line with what the TPO does and how the TPO works, because I have had the privilege, following in line with my teachings that Brian has taught me, how when you find an organization that believes in the one mission, that believes like you do, and that when you realize they are your people, that you're trying to work for and do this mission here for the same people, you lock shields with them. Well, this locking of shields with the Combat Recovery Foundation could lead to something even bigger. The mission remains the same. We continue to do the same work around the country. We continue to be involved with everything that we can with Romans Warrior Foundation. But the TPO might have a big brother organization willing to step in and offload a pile of the shit that I hate, which is the administrative side. Having an organization that has, a group of individuals on an advisory board and a board of directors that would allow us to simply run operations, man, and just keep going, doing what we're doing. There's a lot of details that got to be worked out for this, because on every sense of the word, what you're talking about is a merger, in sense where we would be absorbed underneath their logo and their brand, and it would literally change one logo on my truck. RWF stays on the door. TPO logo might come off and a Combat Recovery Foundation goes up on the door. No change. That's a major thing to me, is that my work with RWF never changes. I'm a busy guy that stays involved with 3 organizations that I believe wholeheartedly in. And that's the whole piece that we're going to stick with. So yeah, Marshall Spring over there at Combat Recovery is an amazing human being, and surprise, surprise, it's another Marine that I have connected with and respect deeply, and I cannot wait to get Marshall and Brian in the same room. This will be some fantastic loveliness. And the guy that runs their fishing stuff right now is also a Marine. Surprise, surprise. So I'm telling you, there's something about it. I don't even walk around with like, hey, I'm a Marine groupie. None of that, I'm looking into it's like, is there a Marine, could I apply as a mascot or something like this for the Corps, like an auxiliary or something? Brian, you're being way too quiet right now.
Well, I mean,
I don't like where this is going already.
I mean,
could be your turn in the barrel. You never know.
No. All right.
What happens on ship stays on ship.
thank God for the Navy.
So, hey, Marines are only on there for short periods at a time. There's a reason for that.
Yeah. I know.
Love it. So yeah, man, that's the future, folks. You're going to be seeing a lot more Combat Recovery and Romans Warrior Foundation tags that we go through. It's because we're going to be working closer and closer with them over the next 6 to 7 months and seeing how this lays out. Again, our mission remains the same. We got everything going. That will not change. What will change? Here's the excitement. It's the resources. Combat Recovery specializes in the area that we do also, which is upstream prevention, right? And we're talking about suicide, folks. They also have crisis intervention. They have court help. They have outdoor. They have just a ton of committees that they have, over time built, and resources, people on the ground that are handling that stuff. So when somebody comes to us that needs something, we truly are operating as a VSO in that case, that we have those resources that we can put them in touch with, walk them over to, and go here, talk to this person, because that's part of the CRF as well. And what it does is in one fell swoop, it provides us with a source to achieve many, many goals that we had been trying to do over the time. But as Brian and I can tell you, one head, 95 hats, man. And at a while, sooner or later, you got to start making, decisions. We got families to take care of too. So it doesn't mean we're not going to. It just means it's going to take us a longer time. Bringing the CRF in speeds a lot of that up and says, here it is. Bang, we drop down and now we're hitting the ground running. So super, super cool, exciting. A different logo, that'll be bittersweet. a lot of time and effort's gone into our stuff so far, but that's okay. I don't really care about the picture there. Mission remains. What do we have here? Yes. Let's start closing this thing down. If you need travel options, quality care, dedication to service, resolve and handle, let us be your travel. Check out Semper Fi Travel, y'all. It is worth your time. I'm telling you, even if it's a hotel stay, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, check out Semper Fi Travel. Let Brian go to work for you there. You know you're supporting a good deal, and check it, man. You'll like I said, you'll see that you get as good a rates as you'll get anywhere else. When you're going through this stuff, the vendor takes care of them. You don't have to. Good stuff. I'm looking down through the comments. I think we covered everybody there. Jay's still wondering what I meant by him being the entertainment. I see that, but that's all right. We know what the entertainment was.
We just bring my dog for entertainment.
I was going to say that your Velociraptor seems to definitely enjoy the camera. Corey,
I've been fishing all weekend, so she hasn't had any attention. So now
she's reminding you.
Yes.
What are you looking most forward to at Carlsbad, Corey?
I want to catch a big fish. I haven't fished a river system on my kayak, and so I think it'll be interesting, especially if they have the irrigation going on, and some places that look really good with some points and rockiness, and I've fished off the bank at the Pecos. I used to belong to a boat bass club out of Carlsbad. I can't even remember the name of it. It was too long ago. But we used to help with the bank fishing for kids. So I fished from the bank on the Pecos at the bridge. But I've never been on a kayak on the river fishing. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Now
That's
that
awesome.
I have my boat registered, because I have a little motor now.
Nice.
So I'm kind of excited about it.
And I want to go back, Corey. You can't remember the name. I'm telling you, Easter egg hunt for yourself. Hide them 2-3 days in advance. Just make sure they're not real, because those get smelly.
Cavern City Anglers.
Nice.
Yeah, Cavern City Anglers.
You can still hide your own eggs. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It might take me a minute, but I'll find them.
Awesome. Anthony, what are you looking forward to the most down there, dude?
Getting with everybody down south that typically wouldn't be able to fish with us. And
Hell yeah.
I think we're going to have a great group of people. I just heard local coffee shop, Keith and Ken, is going to be sponsoring coffee for Saturday morning.
Hell yeah.
I'm working on that. So
I've got a big ass coffee maker I can bring, brother. Jay cleaned it up for me, and so I went and picked it up yesterday, so I got it.
okay, yeah, if you could bring that, we'll have coffee, and then my niece is going to be making muffins, so we'll have coffee and muffins ready for morning.
Dang.
Yeah, you set the bar pretty high yourself, so
The Muffin Man?
Yeah.
The Muffin Man? Awesome. I gotta echo that, dude. First thing and foremost, I'm looking forward to is seeing familiar faces, meeting new faces down there. And I'll tell you, from the fishing side, the thing I'm most interested in is the variation. Matt alluded to this, is that be ready for you're going to have your Clearwater stuff, but you're also, bring some braid with you. And I like that idea, man. I like being able to go, I'm not even going to say that because Brian is already smiling. About said go both ways. And, Romans was like, say it.
Give me fuel, buddy. Give me fuel.
It's okay.
Right.
It's okay. We all understand, Gene.
No judgment here. You're amongst friends. It was just a phase in college, man. What the hell?
I know. No.
No, just
Everybody was doing it.
being able. What college did you go to?
I've personally went to the college of high standards, low expectations.
Exactly.
Excellent. Yeah, man, that variety is what, on the fishing side. I'm really looking. I'll be honest with you, I love river systems. I didn't know I did, but I do. I tend to do well on river systems, so that is for sure probably what I'm going to be hitting is river. Not Pickwick. All except Pickwick, Brian. I see you looking at me. Dick. So I may or may not have had the best of luck down at Pickwick Lake down there, which happens to be on the Tennessee River.
Hey, Shane and I enjoyed the yak, though.
And I loved my time there. Just the fish were not interested in us that day. Yeah, no, I do dig the river setup there. So that should be fun. We'll see what we can get done with that. Hey, everybody at home, thank you so much for tuning in. There's my man Logan.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, homie? I'll tell you
Gotta
what.
get him in bed.
I can tell you flat out, one of the hardest working kids. He will work circles around kids 3 times his age, and that is not just me being like, adopted Uncle Happy over here. No, I've witnessed this kid just nonstop. I'm like, Brian, you told him one time, and he is not stopping. And his response, well, the job ain't done. And I'm like, the kid's 6, Brian. What the hell? Yeah, that is that
He'll
young
grow
man.
out of it.
He'll grow out of it.
He'll grow out of it.
I used to think that, but I don't think that one will. I really don't.
No? All right. Well,
He's
good
got
luck
a
with that.
Yeah, he's got a streak in him, man. It's mine didn't get that. I think he's 23 now, so I think 22 is when he got his hard work ethic.
True story, Corey, with this kid. I've taken all my kids over the past 20 years being in the volunteer fire service. Every one of my kids has been on a fire call, right? 1 or
Yeah.
2 or 20. This kid goes with me to fire calls, goes with me to training. I never taught him how to properly roll a fire hose. We went on a call, I think it was 2 months ago, right before we got a cold snap down here. And he was showing some of our new guys how to roll a hose the proper way. This kid gets on Roblox with his cousin and his teenage brothers, and they're playing a firefighter game, how to put fires out in houses, and he's yelling at the crew, "Put the fire out, hose over there." It's like, dude, you're watching Dad really close, ain't you? Really good work ethic. Really good work.
Yelling at people.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yep. That tracks.
I mean, it's great until he says, "Get off my lawn."
Oh,
He's been watching Grandpa too.
Clint Eastwood. That's even worse.
That's right.
Yep.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up here. Anthony, Corey, did I cover everything? You guys good? Anything you want to throw in there before we roll out?
Oh, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thank you.
Brother Brian, I'm gonna turn it over to you for some closing words there, whatever you got. Calling you on the spot.
Anthony, Corey, we appreciate you guys coming in. Appreciate you guys hosting Gene and the PBKS as part of your stuff down there in New Mexico. I want to get out there. I really do. Just because Gene talked it up so much. I mean, literally, I could feel the guy. Well, we're not PG friendly here. I could feel the guy blowing a wad from Colorado here in Alabama. He was so excited and happy about everything that went down out there. And
Pet my dog.
I really appreciate that. I really do. I'm glad you guys had a great turnout, and especially with all the veterans, first responders you guys had down there as well. That's really what hits home with us is being able to continue to selflessly serve those that give so much for us. So I really appreciate it, y'all.
Awesome stuff. All right, folks, you know the routine. Go smash that subscribe button for us. Any shares you can do with this, let people know about the Double S. That's a big help. It just expands our reach. You know us over here. We don't look for likes and follows per se. That's not how we gauge whether or not we're doing the right thing. Content means more to us than the numbers out there. But I will say, sharing our mission, sharing this stuff that we do out here, it does help us. It improves our reach. It helps us when we're talking, working deals out with potential sponsors and things like that. It just means we can provide cool stuff, needed resources, things of that nature. So anything you can do in that regard, we thank you. We love you guys big time. Everybody that joined us tonight, awesome responses out there. Love all you guys. We got to get Chance on here. Let's
Yeah.
talk about his experience. See what we're
Yep.
we're doing in there as well. That could be super cool. We'll
That
we'll
kid's
get
the
that.
fish whisperer for
he?
sure. Yeah,
Is he going to
for
be at
sure.
Carlsbad? You think?
Probably.
Great.
He just can find fish. It just doesn't matter where he is or the
Great.
conditions or anything like that. He can just find fish. I follow him around like a little lost puppy. Over there's Chance. Yeah.
Awesome stuff. All right, folks, you know the routine with us over here. Tight lines. Be safe while you're out there. Take care of each other. And God
Sure.
bless.